And we are live! Yeah, mic is working and everything. I am a person who goes by the name Listers, and this is Lister's channel. Today we are playing the expression Amrilato, which is a visual novel meant to teach Esperanto. So far, what has happened? Well, the main character goes to our hometown. And there's like, yeah, I'm gonna try this taiyaki. Takes a bite of the taiyaki, and the sky goes pink, and everybody speaks a different language. And so, after a few hours, not knowing what the smeg she's on, singing a little, a kid called, some girl called Ruka, goes up to her and starts speaking to her. Still in Esperanto, but she understands just enough of Japanese to be like, come to my house and bath in my bath. And then your character learns a little bit of Esperanto. The next day goes, tries to find her house. House isn't there, sleeps in a park, goes back, and Ruka's very sad that she just randomly went out of her house. So I have no idea what's going on other than that. So let's just continue on from here. I was sleepy. More than anything, I was sleepy. I was so sleepy, I didn't know what to do. I knew I would need to get up soon, but my eyelids wouldn't lift. It wasn't just my eyelids. My body was so heavy, it refused to move the way I wanted. And besides, I didn't have the motivation to do anything. There was nothing, and more nothing. Nothing but nothing, and nothing I could do about it. I didn't even know how much nothing there was. I was scared. Ooh, spooky music. More than anything, I was scared. I was so scared, I didn't know what to do. Nothing scared me more than not knowing. I was suffocating. Oddly enough, I was talking about this last night with a friend that, the unknown, that is scary. But, saying it causes you to freeze. So why you've got the old stories of like basilisks that would turn you to stone if you looked at them, because that's your natural reaction to a big scary predator. You freeze because you don't know what is there. And if you think there might be something there, you also freeze, because it's the fear of the unknown. More than anything, I was suffocating. Sounds like sleep paralysis. I was suffocating so much I didn't know what to do. Just suffocating. Wanted to reach out for help, but I couldn't. I was annoyed at myself. More than anything, I was so annoyed. I didn't understand the things I should, and in return nobody understood me. It was miserable. No, that's not right. I did understand, but I didn't. Understood without understanding. I should have known what I needed to do, but I couldn't make any progress. It was dark. More than anything, it was dark. To my left, and to my right, behind me, above me, below me, everything was darkness. It was so pitch black I couldn't figure out where I should look. So, main character's called Ren. I closed my eyes. Closed them to protect myself. I shut myself away in a bubble to escape the reality that was pressing in on me. Right now, the darkness was a product of my own will. As long as I was here, I could continue to be myself. I was scared, in pain, and even though I couldn't reach out for help, as long as I could confirm that I was still the real me then,
Lin.
I think therefore I am.
誰？お母さん？リン。
リン。
あ、ごめんね。こんなところで寝ちゃって。リン、起きて。起きるよ。でもね、もう少しだけ待って。
I'll wake up, just give me a bit longer. Wait. Just the action of lifting my eyelids was a monumental effort. Besides, if I got the timing wrong, I might end up thrown into another strange world. So carefully.
起きて、起きて。
Told you. Just give me a minute.
朝です。起きて。
It's morning. Wake up.
Bonen Matenon.
Bonen Matanon.
待って。もう。
I bolted up. For several seconds, the world was in chaos. For some reason, there was a sweet-looking girl in front of me. She definitely wasn't my mum. She was too young.
ルカぬ、kiel vi fartas?
Kilvi Fartas. The girl, whose bright response starkly contrasted my foggy brain, could be none other than Ruka.
そっか。まだこっちなんだ。
Alright, still here.
なんだ
Was she a copycat now?
なんでもない。ごめんね。
Nah, it's nothing, sorry. That's right, this was Ruka's home. Remembering how I'd been imposing on her since the day day before yesterday, I bowed my head as I knelt on the sofa.
Maten manjo estas preta. 朝ごはんです。
Maten majon estas preta breakfast. I don't know what that means.
先に顔を洗ってくるね。
Let me wash my face first. Seeing Ruka's smile in front of me, I couldn't help but cheer up too. But if I walked away from her, my impression would come back in a heartbeat. What should I do? Yeah, that was a pretty clear description of depression a little back when swinging. It's very hard to even open your eyes, kind of thing. To move out, to even move. I know what that's like. I swinging. Yeah. Everything Ruka taught me last night swirling around in my head.
Visitanto. Lin, 別の世界から来た。
Visitanto. Rin came from otherworld. Visitanto. She spoke as she traced a finger over the notebook in her hand, the embodiment of seriousness. I hadn't wanted to cut her off, but at the time, I'd interjected without thinking.
どうして私がそのビジタントだと？
Why did you call me that? Visitanto.
ビジタント。ことの葉、違います。
Visitanto, their expressions different. Kotono ta, I believe, is the Japanese name of this game. Kotono ha Amrilato, because it means expressions.
ことの葉？それ、言葉っていう意味だよね。Yes. ことの葉、言葉です。
Kotoba. That's useful for learning Japanese. Thank you, Game Learning Esperanto. I have learned more Japanese. Ruka stood up and came over to me to open the curtains.
ビジタント、みんな言います。空、色、お菓子。
Visitanto. All says sky color strange. Visitors. Visitanto? Visitors? Looking out the window, I saw the same pink sky. I nodded repeatedly, started to say, yes, exactly, but she beat me with a punch.
空、ママ、朝、昼、夜、ママです。
Sky like that, morning, afternoon, night, like that. Display on the digital clock she showed me earlier, it said 10:45. 22:45. There's a reason Ruka had been so worried by my late return. It was obvious once I realised, but because of my ignorant mistake.
って、そんなん想像もつかんわ。
I don't even want to think about it.
リンごめん。気にしないで。パルドーヌ。
Shook my head, flicking water everywhere like an idiot. But Ruka just kindly handed me a towel. I'm switching to the pronunciation Ruka now, just because I'm like, Esperanto has separate R's and L's done it. So it's probably going to be really confusing when I just randomly switch her name from Luca to Ruka whenever I start speaking Esperanto. What was I doing in this amazing girl's house? Silently scolded myself as I followed her back into the living room and sat down for breakfast. Now I thought about it, I felt like she had mentioned something about Visitanto registration yesterday, but I really hadn't gotten all the details.
まあ、今はこっちが優先。
Oh, first things first. In front of me was breakfast. Breakfast. It seems that this isn't the only time that they've had somebody isekai to the world.
Guten Appetit!
Guten Appetit. It was probably a direct borrowing from the French Bon Appetit. There was toast, fried eggs, salad, an onion soup, a very fancy spread for two. Also quite French. Onion soup is a rather French thing, I think.
いただきます!
Itadakimasu. Sit fan. As two of us sat facing each other about to dig in, I couldn't help but feel anxious somehow. My table
私の
manners
テ
are...
ーブルマナー大丈夫かな?
Was it bad to use my left hand, for instance? This is what I felt about the bath scene. I'm like, yeah, Svegen, it's just culture shock. And I just sort of get that as a person who quite likes other cultures and hearing how people live their lives in other places. I am, as a person who has conquered an eighth of the Svegen known universe at one point, how other people live is Svegen fascinating. I have a keen interest in humanity, You got to once you see the world and realise just how wonderful this little blue dot is, Was it improper not to start with the soup? I mean, you can't stop me from dipping my toast in the soup. You can smeg off with that if you don't want me to. Was it customary to eat the entire yolk of the egg without breaking it? I mean, that's impossible. I was worried that there might be all these rules I didn't know about. Quick glance around revealed that things didn't seem to be that different though, so I went back to eating normally. Besides, if it was too reversed, I wouldn't enjoy the meal at all.
味、どうですか?
どうですか?
美味しい。
美味しい?
チュベーレ本当?
Chuvere. So, really is chuvere.
ああ、イエスイエスとっても
I made a show of nodding my head emphatically to properly convey my opinion, causing Ruka to turn away with a hint of embarrassment.
ああ、ダメだ。どこで何やっても可愛いわ。
Oh man, everything this girl does is so cute! In contrast, I was so ridiculously crude that I just knew nobody would think that way about me. Despite my emotional roller coaster of a morning, we finished breakfast. After insisting Ruka let me clear the table and do the dishes, took a short break. I figured it was probably about time for Ruka to leave for school, and I was looking for the right moment to offer to watch the house when...
今日、学校、休みです。
Oh yeah. Ruka said, beat me to it.
そうなんだ。で、それは?
In her hands were a single sheet of paper and a
リ
notebook.
ン、ユリアーモ、知りたい?
You want to learn Yuliamo, which is this word's Esperanto? I remember hearing that word when I first met Ruka, and trying to mimic its pronunciation.
その、ユリアーモって、なんだっけ?
So what is this, Yuliamo?
ユリアーモ。みんなのことの葉です。
Yeah, keeps using the words expression, Kotonaha, Yuliamo, or expressions. When I said that, I looked down at the printout she was handing me. Printed on it were symbols I'm fairly sure I'd seen before. Abo, ko, cho. So, abo, to, cho, do, fo, go, jo, ho. That's one I'm not familiar with. Ho, I, yo, jo, kolo, mono, opo, roso, sho, to, wo, vo, zo. Oh yeah, they looked like the alphabet and the signs at the station in the shopping district. Each symbol was set in a large and small version. Was it like uppercase and lowercase? Well, they look exactly the same. Thankfully, each one had its pronunciation about it.
A, bo, so, cho, do, e, ho, go, jo.
A, bo, so, cho.
A, bo,
bo,
so, cho,
cho,
do, e,
ho,
go, jo. A,
bo, so, cho, do, e, fo, go, jo. I tried mentally sounding each one, but it sounded like some kind of Buddhist prayer or magic spell. It's one of those things if we are not a cult. Yeah.
これって
So these
こ
are
の
the
世
letters
界
you
の
use in this
文
one,
字
right?
だよね。
Ah, just to be sure. Ruka was quiet for a moment when she thought about it then.
私やリンの文字です。
Yeah. Letters for me and Ren, she responded. Then slowly and carefully, all while referencing the letters below. Rin and Ruka. R. Is there an R in this alphabet? Yeah. Rin, Ruka. Yep.
わかる？読めますか？いや、予備知識ほぼゼロの人間に聞かれても。
Not at all, you're asking someone with absolutely zero knowledge. Waved my hand and no motion in front of my face. Then I took a look at the letters she had written. Both the words had that letter that looked like a V with a lid on it. Then they both started with ro. So one had a cursive looking followed by a rin. Ro. No. Rin. No and ro u koa. Tried to read them using the pronunciation key, but it didn't make any sense. Rin. Ruka. Ruka beamed like some sort of mascot as she looked at the printout alongside me, but then a hint of a frown crept across her
読み
face.
違います。
Says wrong, she corrected me. I tried checking them again, but I was definitely using the right pronunciations for the key.
これどう読んでもロインのとしか。
Yeah, this is all you know, no matter how you slice it.
ねえ、
Ne.
それ文字の読みです。単語違います。
In primary school, the way that I was taught it was that those are the names of the letters, and they're said differently. There's a difference between the name and the sound of a letter. So it would be rin. So it would be the ro I no would have the letter ro would be r. Would be E would be and no would be n. So rin. What did it mean?
ああ、アルファベットの APP は APP だけど、アポンの時はアポンみたいな。
Like how in the alphabet, APP is pronounced APP, but when it's apple, you say it apple.
難しいことのは
Ah, crap.
わかりません。
It's been crap again. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to double check that YouTube is working and that Twitch is working, because it's like it says, oh yeah, there's 2 different videos. Like, what? So Twitch, is Twitch fine? I'm being picked up, right? Well, it doesn't seem to be showing. Yep, yeah, that's definitely seem to be showing. Oh, yeah, I don't know what's with that Svegen frame rate, but Svegen. YouTube's working fine. Is Twitch working fine? Yeah, that's definitely seem to be showing. Yeah, once again, don't know why the frame rate is as bad as it is, but seems to be working. Yeah.
難しい
So, yeah.
ことのは
Oh yeah, it wasn't like Ruko was a Japanese expert. For now, I at least understood that just using the pronunciation key wasn't the way to go.
なんか騙された気分よ
Kind of like I've been tricked. It makes sense if you grow up with it, but I do get that it's different. Well, it was what it was. Someday I might become a productive member of society, but now I'm just a useless girl. So, what should I rely on for pronunciation?
これが普通のアルファベットだったらな
Only this was an ordinary alphabet. Even the Roman alphabet might prove a challenge, though. But wait, looking at it more calmly, this character list wasn't too difficult from the regular alphabet after all. I went through it in my head. A, B, C. But as soon as I got to B and Bo, it tripped me up. This definitely looked like a W, didn't it?
その隣は
After that
C
should
だ
be-
としても
Yeah, after that should be C, but right next to it was C accent. I don't even know. A C with a hat on it, which had a little hat thrown in for extra fun. That one bothered me, so I skipped ahead for a moment, pretending like it wasn't there. The D that came next to it was like a mirrored C with a slash through it. It kind of resembled a D, so this was promising.
E
E,
F
F,
G
G. Another letter with a hat on it. Pass. I moved on to the second row. H through N all lined up very nicely with their Roman counterparts, which made me even more suspicious that this was the alphabet.
いやもう
That
決
pretty
定
much
でもいいや
Then it was just that. Tried to think of what letter looked like. Thought it was O, P. It's following that pattern. It would be. Could it be Ro was Q? Then the pronunciation didn't seem to fit that.
みん答え
Rin, answer.
ルカ待って答えノーじゃなくてね答えね
Yeah. Wait, no answer. Ne answer. Ne. wasn't even sure what I was saying. I just meant stop. I made it this far. I wanted to get it on my own. It's just a hint, please.
最初のこの文字ロって何？
First one was this letter. What is R? What is Ro?
リン。
Rin. Is she losing patience?
待って確かにヒントをもらうのはずるいと思う。でもさ、最初からわからないとどうにもこうにもうにゃらうらーって。
I know that you give me a hint's no fair, but you know, if you don't get something right away, you just have to hurrah your way in through. Oh, wasn't just my thoughts, even my speech was starting to go off the rails. Thought Ruka would probably tilt her head at that, but she didn't.
リン、読む。
Rin, it says. She gently said my name, and she pointed to the first word with a smile. Yeah, I really wanted to be able to say it too.
だから、そのためにも、このロの文字をですね。
So for me to do that, I want to know what this Ro letter is. It's fine.
リンです。
It's Rin. Well, I was pronounced this in time of death. She'd written me off as too dumb to teach. Was this game over for me? No, I still had much to live for. One more chance. Never give up. Why'd my brain always go to English phrases at these times? Maybe I was just using them as Japanese for consciously considering their English origin.
アバウトだな。
So clumsy. The Japanese language had naturally adopted a surprising number of foreign words. Although, a lot of words are only recognised thanks to their being converted to phonetic Japanese. Which is, using the syllabary in Japanese. Even if I saw them written in their original alphabet, I couldn't match them to the phonetic Japanese I typically used.
私、超がつくほど感覚派だからな。
I'm the super intuitive type after all. I was painfully aware of how poor my English skills were. If only I'd been born American or European. Are we back? I hope it doesn't ping the Discord again. Crap. Not downloading anything for Steam. Not downloading anything for Steam. Not downloading anything for... Apparently I am. Pause all. For snake's sake, Xbox Pass. Give me a second. Okay. Hopefully, my internet should be fine now. I was a little concerned about each letter stroke, but this seemed good enough for now. Next, I would try to write her name.
ルカの名前はルカ。
Ruka's name is Ruka.
チェス、vine pe zona scrivi mia nomon.
Cesivine bezona scrivi mia nomon. What?
何
What did I do? I just put the pen under Ruka's name and she was surprised by me grabbing my hand. She surprised me by grabbing my hand. Did she say she was shaking my head from side to side and saying, yeah, don't have to write it?
わかった。じゃあ、こっちを練習するね。
In that case, I'll practice this. Tapped my own name a few times. Ruka nodded and took her hand away. Suddenly felt writing her name over and over again in the margins where she couldn't see. Wasn't sure how I felt about that kind of teasing, so I focused on writing my own name. Then after about 10 more repetitions, I started getting tired. Slowly raised my head to find out she'd gotten up and gone to the fridge. Here's my chance. Finished. Up my little mental break before she went back and went back to practicing with an innocent look on my face.
Lin, kiun vi preferas? Chupom sukon au orange sukon?
Rin, Kion V preferas, which you prefer, to pomskon au orangscon. Apple juice or orange juice? I believe that means. Do you want orange juice or apple juice or orange juice? She was carrying 2 glasses, but when she saw her note on the notebook, she stopped in her tracks. What I'd done wasn't mean-spirited, more like play for fact. Would Ruka get the joke? And then she responded,
殺する。
Okay, I think I get the original Japanese joke. Would I? Give me a second.
殺す？嘘？なんで？
Jesus Christ. All I'd done was draw a heart between the 2 names. I was going to be shunned off for a little bit, but he's too... Ruka. She turned away from the notebook and placed the glass on the table. She was like she was going on her way not to look at it. What if I'd really upset her? Apologise and now just make it agitated again. I left no choice but to rewrite my own name until I filled the page in the hopes of reaching the next page to fix the situation.
名前覚えた？
You learned your name?
Yes! あれだけ書けばもう余裕かな。
You have to write it that much, pretty much drilled out.
練習終わり。出かけます。
Practice over. Let's go.
どこへ？本番です。
The real deal. We weren't really communicating, but Ruka was already getting ready to leave.
リン、早く。
In, hurry.
私も一緒に行くの？
I'm going out for you. So I had no idea what was going on, but she made me get changed and we went out. I followed close to her, silently. Well, I started to feel a little uneasy when I realised we weren't heading to the station. So I like her dress, I wanted to look at it. Looking for a distraction, I gazed up at the unchanging sky and let out a sigh. It's always this colour, eh?
こんな色なんだ。
That's why I had no idea how late it was yesterday when I slept like a log in the park. But then I wondered if the fact that it had always light. Then I wondered if the fact that it was always light out might have been why I hadn't gotten mixed up in any crime. Maybe I should be grateful for this unusual environment. That was a dangerous line of thinking. This wasn't the same Japan I knew. It would be all too easy to think I could apply my usual common sense because of all the similarities between here and home. Besides, not everybody was bound to be nice, like Ruka.
私は運が良かった。
I sure was lucky. Ruka really had helped me out by being the one to reach me. If she hadn't been there then...
いない!
She's gone. I'd lost sight of her while I'd been looking up. Had she made a turn somewhere?
おーい！ルカ！
Look, Ruka, was she still close by or had she already turned the corner? Should I stay here? Should I keep going? So I remembered the general rule that in situations like these, you shouldn't make any reckless moves. Ruka was bound to notice I'd been left behind in no time. Well, she didn't. What if her plan was to lose me all along? Was this revenge for the notebook? She tried to help me, but what if I was just a burden?
バカなの私。そんなことする子じゃないって。
Well, stupid, she's not the type to do something like that. I knew it was true, but the ridiculous assumptions kept popping into my head one after another. She did have depression earlier. That is a symptom. This thing, and yeah. The more I think about it, I couldn't stop myself. The more I thought about it, the deeper I sank.
パルドーヌ、リン、ごめん。
Pardon, Rin, sorry.
セーフ。助かったよ。
I'm safe, thanks, Meg. Hearing her voice behind me calmed my heart, and I turned around. I was ashamed of myself. The reason I'd gotten lost Just gonna missed our taking earlier turn and we'd gone straight ahead.
ごめんね、ぼーっとしててルカの姿見失っちゃった。
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I lost sight of you.
ネゾルグヴィネエララス。
Nezorga, Vine Eraras. For some reason, even though I thought I'd found the girl I was looking for, I was still trembling. It wasn't just me being emotional.
ダメだね、私その上ルカまで疑ったりして。
So what I doubted you. If anything, I'd say it was a bad sign. It was because of self-loathing that had come from my own guilty conscience. The problem is, you have to. It's hard to realise, but those thoughts aren't actually you. I can only explain because taking antidepressants stops you from having to deal with those thoughts, and it is odd. Those thoughts go away, and you think logically. And it is weird because it turns out that's a lot of the self-loathing thoughts turn out to be completely. They're not your own thoughts, and I can't quite explain that. Was I responding to another cause of anxiety that I'd previously unaware of? Or was this unknown world having some abnormal effect on my body?
Mia malatentemo causis tion.
Mia mal attentemo causis tion. I wasn't paying attention to you. I don't know. I was scared. More than anything, I was scared.
Mi comprenas.
Me comprenas. I understand. It was just my environment. I was scared. I'd stopped being able to even understand myself. What in the world should I do? I am. I have. I will.
Ni marciu manon en mano.
Do. Ni marciu manon en mano.
Luka!
Ruka? She suddenly pulled my hand towards her and I almost fell over.
安心して。
Careful.
そうは言われてもって、うわ
Am I supposed to? Wah!